Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on this side of the property, clearing up this top. While I'm doing that, my wife will continue to be burning brush. I would say in all of our build site, this area that I'm working on now has the most tops from the logging job. So it is a little overwhelming looking at that part of our build site and realizing all the work that has to be done there. So I think the best way going at it is just doing it just one little section at a time and having small victories, and then you look up and you'll win the whole battle. So it's definitely a lot of work there, but it's definitely nice to have company with my dog and Leah, my wife, and just going at small bits at a time I find is actually in some way quicker than trying to do it all as quickly as you can and burning yourself out. One thought to have when working in a very dense area with a lot of sticks and branches and firewood logs is being very deliberate in where you're placing your feet. Obviously, having a good base keeps you balanced, and especially when you have a very dangerous piece of equipment in a chainsaw running very close to your body, it's very wise to take your time and make deliberate cuts, deliberate steps, so you're not tripping and hurting yourself or cutting yourself. All right, that's one tank of gas. Started cutting them tops up. My brother-in-law, my father-in-law has a big old steel saw, and he brought that out and started cutting that up for firewood. And so now, just kind of coming back in here and doing the best I can to make a pathway to get down in there and start cutting. So it's a good start. This is one tank. Smokey Joe has to inspect the gate. How's it look, bud? Just want to take a moment to reiterate what I was saying earlier about taking your time and having small bursts of and small victories to win the overall battle of this project of clearing raw land and turning it into a build site, a workable build site. as you can see, it is a lot of work, and there's a lot of things that go into it, and it takes time. And I found most encouraging for my wife and I is going at it on weekends, on half a day when we have the opportunity. Go out there, work hard, and over time, if you just keep putting in those little half days on the weekends, whatever, you look up and you're like, wow, as you can see in this video, look at all the work that has been accomplished. And it's a blessing to take the time to take a break and see those small victories making a big dent in the battle of clearing this land into our future build site. In this next segment of our video, it's going to be me sharpening my chain. I would argue that a sharp chain is the most important thing you can have on a chainsaw other than your protective equipment. A sharp chain versus a dull chain is a world of difference. A sharp chain allows you to cut smooth, fast, and efficient. It helps to prevent wear on the engine of your chainsaw, so it's cutting smoothly, not having to strain as much as it would with a dull one. The sharpening kit that I'm using is actually, there's a link in my description box of this video. It is from the Organ Company. It's just a simple round file and handle with a guide that helps you to keep the right degree and the right depth so you're not cutting too far deep into your chain and having the right pitch as well. It's very self-explanatory, like I said, and it makes a world of difference, helps you to save money instead of taking it to the steel dealer and having them do it. And it's quite peaceful. It's enjoyable. It's nice to take the time to put some work and time and care into your equipment so it'll work for you longer. When using a round file, just make sure that your file is level, it's not tilted one way, and that you're having consistent strokes going through the chain. Also, I'm using a stump vise, which I also have a link in my description box for, and that is a world of difference when sharpening. It keeps the chainsaw straight and it keeps it true every time. I just have here a picture of the tools that I use when I'm sharpening my chain on my chainsaw. You can have a splitting maul, axe. I have a hammer to drive the stump vise into your stump, and obviously the stump vise, then your round file and guide, and then I just have a rag on handy just to wipe out any of the shavings or any of the mess that comes from sharpening your chain.